What? Am I productive yet? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lifeline. My name is Alex, and this channel is designed to inspire you to let your future expand and to find success. Today, we are talking about why you need to build a happiness habit if you want to be more productive. And it sounds kind of obvious, right? Like, the more happy you are, the more productive you're going to be. See, I'm on board with you, but then I started to think that, well, in college or university, I was not happy the majority of the time, yet I was still extremely productive. Man, school. Maybe you can relate. But in terms of happiness and productivity, the research says otherwise. Now, maybe I was productive, but if I was very happy, I could have probably been even more productive. In other words, I could have been extremely productive if I was extremely happy, rather than just mediocrely happy or not so happy. And I'm guessing that the same thing applies to you as well. So specifically, we are looking at a piece of research done by the neuroscientist Mark Young-Beeman at Northwestern University. I'll leave a link to the source in the description below. In essence, Beeman had his subjects perform word puzzles that range from more difficult to less difficult. And one of the goals was to determine how long it takes people to find insight versus non-insight solutions, or solutions that come to you during that aha moment.
Aha!
And what he found is that people who were in a good mood were much better at solving these difficult insight problems than were people who were in bad moods or who were just generally unhappy. And the results were pretty significant because the people in good moods were able to solve 20% more word problems than their unhappy counterparts. Beeman suggests that the happy people's happiness itself is what was responsible for their superior scores. And he says that this is because in happy people, different areas of the brain, such as the prefrontal cortex and anterior cortex, are freed to focus more on problems rather than focusing on emotional and distressing situations. In other words, this means that a happy brain literally has more resources to focus on problem solving than does an unhappy one. And this means that you're going to be more productive in the long run. Wow. So what this means for you is that if you are unproductive right now, then you should paradoxically not focus on becoming more productive. Instead, you should simply focus on being more happy, which will then consequently make you more productive in the end. So how do you become more happy? Well, that likely varies with each person. But for me, a lot of my happiness stems from making progress in my goals. This means that if I'm reading each day and I'm studying the material that I want to study, and I'm doing some form of physical exercise and engaging in some form of socialization, then I'm generally going to be pretty happy. So do some exploring and try out some different activities and see what makes you more happy. Because as the research shows, simply wanting to and trying to be more productive doesn't necessarily work. But building a happiness habit and putting some conscious effort and thought into making yourself actually more happy does work. And if you want to be truly happy right now, then download my long-term goals habit tracking worksheet. It's completely free and it allows you to turn your broad, long-term goals into trackable data so that you can actually achieve them over the long term. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you found this video helpful and useful. And if you did, please leave a comment down below and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next video. Is this what it feels like to be happy all the time? Ah, wow.